Hello, and welcome to this demonstration of the hand-drawn level generator, or as I like to call it, Leveldraft. This is a project as part of my third year within my games technology degree. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to guide you through the journey of how hand-drawn sketches can transform into game-ready assets within Unreal Engine. This project aims to empower designers by letting them sketch their ideas onto paper, process them digitally, and see the results rendered directly in a 3D space. It bridges creativity with cutting-edge technologies like computer vision, image processing, and game engine integration. Here is the base image I'll be working with today. It's a simple hand-drawn layout representing a room with basic features, and my goal is to clean and convert this sketch into something ready for Unreal Engine. And it really is basic. I mean, you can see it's a scrap piece of paper, as you can see stuff printed behind it. And of course, the image really has just been hand-drawn. In fact, I didn't even draw it, my wife did. And I just told her to draw something random that would potentially represent a room. And unlike an architect, she's come up with this, which is apparently a bookcase, a round table with a rug and a bench. So, let's see how we get this into Unreal Engine. So, PyCharm has been what it's been developed with, and as you see here, I've already created and I've got it running ready to go. So, first step, we'll select our image. Now for this one, it's in my downloads. So, here I go. Download. Open. Then I'm going to convert it to black and white. Now, within this step, this program will generate a binary version of the sketch. This step prepares a sketch for more detailed cleaning and contour detection. For this, I can actually show you what happens here. So, in this particular one, first of all, it blurs the image slightly, then it's closed it off, and then we've got the thresholding. This turns it into a binary format. Now we clean the image. In cleaning the image, you'll see it come up, and this time now, I can actually start integrating points. What I'm looking for here is to identify the main part of my image. As often as it's a photograph, you're going to end up with those slight artifacts and some noise in and around the image, which will get included, such as the edge of the table here, or some of these elements that might have been cut off a bit darker. So I want this element right in the middle here. Beautifully, I can actually still drag these points and move them around. I can also make sure that I have edited it in various responses. However, once I'm happy, I can then press enter and it'll give me an example of what is ready to go. I'll click accept. Now I can just visualize the JSON file that it has created. So just to make it a bit more, it very quickly it turns those points and lines into a pre-formatted JSON file. We can have a look at that now. Now you will be thinking, that is a lot of points and a lot of edges. And you're absolutely right. At this stage, I'm just getting it to a sort of a working passable phase. Obviously with refinement and efficiency improvements, I hope to get the recognition of those images a lot more refined and therefore a bit more accurate with the points. However, you can still see the images is collated there, and I can obviously edit those as I wish. I can delete them if I need to. In fact, I can select several and group them as particular objects. I'm not going to do that just yet, but I am going to click the S button. Now the S button saves this JSON file, as you will have seen down in this button here, where the JSON file has been saved to data objects data. And that's important because at this stage we haven't got an automated process going from this output into Unreal Engine yet. So a little bit of manual manipulation is required here. And I'm going to close this down. And there we go. So if we close this now and we go back to in fact I'll do this first. So first of all, we'll have this up, this is the Windows Explorer. So this is where my PyCharm is. This is the main project folder. And you'll notice that within here I've got exactly the same folders I've got there. And in data now, I have the various images and steps that have been improved upon. And there is our JSON file there, objects data. I'll need to bring up the other one, the other Explorer which I've got ready. Now, this is my Unreal Engine project ready to go. However, this whole system relies on me putting it into the contents. So I'll open up the content folder and then I will just copy, make sure I copy that, copy and paste it in. And there we are, it's done and it's ready to go. It's as simple as that at this stage. So let's get our Unreal Engine open. So the blueprint system for reading and interpreting the JSON data is already built in, and I've called this JSON inclusion. And this will actually work through all the various different pieces within the file. In order for me to have the JSON inclusion in, I've got to have placed this into the field. Now I already have one of these in, so I'm just going to delete that there. It can be placed anywhere because at the moment, and it's by there, at the moment, the system relies on working out the space within the image, and then it directly correlates that into XY axes in the Unreal world. And again, I am working on efficiencies that will allow us to place that incoming image either directly in front of the player on opening or dictated to by the player as per they want. So let's have a look how it performs. As you can see, I've literally just put it in. There is nothing in this world set. So let's play. So you'll see all these debug comments, which is great, because that tells me that we're now in. And if I just move this around, you'll notice that all of the information has come straight through and ready to go. The beauty of this is I can now turn this information into paths, and then through procedural generated systems, I could potentially add in walls. I can then include objects and assets that are already prescribed into it. But the information from a hand drawing into this world is quite exciting. So with more refinement, more efficiencies created, I'm hoping that we'll be able to create the perfect process system. Thank you for listening.